Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We begin with just a melody to get us into the Shabbat spirit as we come together in celebration and in prayer. Yai lai lai. Yai lai.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. A wonderful, beautiful Shabbat afternoon. It is here in Denver, Colorado. I know many of you are watching from all over the country as we come together to celebrate the fact that Harper and Alex are becoming B'nai Mitzvah. Whoa, that's awesome. and we are thrilled to be celebrating together. This afternoon we're going to be praying together. We're going to be studying together. We're going to be learning together. But most importantly, we're going to be celebrating these two remarkable young people as they become B'nai Mitzvah, as they take their place in the generation to generation, dor la dor of the Jewish people. And we are thrilled to be with all of you virtually. Even though we're in different places, we are all unified in our love for, our respect of, and our wanting to be together on this very, very, very special day and this very holy occasion. So we're going to continue now with a prayer that we say when we're giving thanks for our physical selves. And you'll see it says leader and it says congregation. And if you feel comfortable participating, you should definitely participate. My God, I thank you for my life, body and soul. Help me to realize that I am someone new, someone who never existed before, someone original and unique in the world. May I be fully present to this awesome day. Let my body and soul be ready to do your work, unifying and strengthening one another, linked and renewed daily by your breath. Baruch atah Adonai ro'efeh chol basar u'mafli la'asot. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously.
And now that we have given thanks for our physical selves, we take a moment to give thanks for our spiritual selves, for the unique piece of our soul that resides within each and every one of us, that makes us who we are, that makes us different from every other person sitting next to us, sitting with us today, or the people that we know in the world. And so we say, Elohai neshama shenatata bi, God, the soul that you have given me is pure. It goes like this. Elohai, Elohai, neshama, 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 shenatata bi, shenatata bi, tehorai, tehorai. Let's do that again.
And now we give thanks for our intellectual selves. We thank God for our bodies, our souls, and now our ability to learn and to grow. We pray together, Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with words of Torah.
And now that we have given thanks for our physical selves, for our spiritual selves, and for our intellectual selves, we take all of that gratitude and combine it into this joyous expression of praise for God. We say together, Hallelujah, over and over again, just Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Let's do that again. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. One more time. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
And now it is my privilege and my pleasure to call upon our B'nai Mitzvah, Alex and Harper, to lead us in the Shema and its blessings, the Shema Uvirchoteha.
We rise physically or spiritually for the Barhu. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai. Yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai. Barehu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yalla lai Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uvrei choshe, oseh shalom uvrei et hakol, hameir la'aretz v'ladarim alecha barachamim, uvtuvo mechadesh bechol yom tamid, ma'aseh v'reshit.
Ma'arabu ma'aseha Adonai, hulam mechochma asita ma'a ha'aretz kinyaneha. Titbarach Adonai Eloheinu, al sheva ma'aseh yadeha, fa'al me'ora or she'asita yefa'aruha psela. Or hadash al tzion ta'ir, v'niskeh hulanu meheira laharo, baruch hata Adonai yotzer ha'me'orot. God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear. In every land and every age, your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways. And yet, O God, you are one, unifier of humanity.
We give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us your understanding of your will. Gratefully we recall the lawgivers and prophets, sages, psalmists, and sages of Israel. And joyfully we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life, we would turn to you and find purpose. May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our minds, and their passion for righteousness stir our hearts. Help us to live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth. Baruch atah Adonai, chaboher ba'amo Yisrael ba'ahava.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevo Malhuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levanecha vedibarta bam beshivtecha bebetecha uvleftecha vadere uvshofpecha uvkumeha ukshartam leot aliyadeha vechayula totafot bein einecha uvtaktam al mizuzot beitecha uvishareha leman tizkeru va'asetem et kol mitzvotai ve'atem kedoshim le'olechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeitiechem me'eretz Mitzrayim, le'och lechem le'ochim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Sing the song of men and women, joined in understanding and respect. The song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and generations to come.
The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content. Her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed. The song of peace.
Yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Michamoha ba'elim Adonai, Michamoha nedar ba'kodesh, Nora tehilo, Osefele, Nora tehilo, Osefele.
Rock of Israel, rise in support of Israel, and redeem Judah and Israel as you promised. Our Redeemer, Adonai Tsebaot is your name. Blessed are you, Adonai, who redeems Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. We continue with the tefillah. Please rise physically or spiritually.
1. Adonai sefatita ufia gita hilateha. Adonai, open up my lips, let my mouth may declare your praises. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Hanara, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezoher Hasde'o V'ima'od, Umegilav V'negenehem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Hozer, Umashiach Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham, Vezrach Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayei Akol atah Rav Lashia, Mori Hatal, Mehakel Hayim Behesed, Mechayei Hakol Berachamim Ramim, Somech Nochim Berachei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umechayei Emunato, Lishnei Alfar, Mihamocha Ba'al Gevero, Umidol Melech, Melech Meini, Umechayei, Umashmiya Yeshua, Ve'eman Atal Hayot Hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham, Vezrach Sarah.
Beautiful job, Alex and Harper. We continue with Kedusha. Sing together. Nekadesh et shimcha ba'olam, keshem shemakdishim oto b'shmei marom, kakatuv al nevi'echa, v'kara ze el ze ve'amar, kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzebaot, Meloch haaretz, kevodo, Baruch Adonai leolam, Elohayich Tzion, ledor vador. Hallelujah. Ledor vador, ledor vador, ledor vador nagid golacha. Ledor vador, ledor vador, ledor vador nagid golacha. Ulenetzach netzachim kedushatcha nakish, kedushatcha nakish. V'shivchacha Eloheinu mipinu lo yamush leolam leolam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. We praise you, Adonai, the Holy God. We continue now as we... You guys need to do something? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Harper, why don't you read at the very top of page 12, okay? To all generations. Can you do that for me?
To all generations we will declare your greatness, for all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the Holy Sovereign. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Amen. Amen. So now we're going to take a few moments as we move away from the words that others have written and find those words that are imprinted in our hearts as we look within. And we take a few moments now for silent prayer. We continue now with Seder Kriyat Torah, the service for the reading of the Torah. And were we in our chapel at Temple Emmanuel, we have a very beautiful chapel. We call it the Colleen Chapel for a number of reasons, but here's a picture of it. And you can see that in our chapel, there are many different pieces of furniture. And right in front of us, you see the beautiful ark with the parapet over it, the Ten Commandments over that, the ark itself. To its immediate right is a Stender chair. And if you look far to the left of the screen, you can see another one. And then go back to the right of that chair, there is a Torah holder. There is also another chair and two candelabrum in the back of our chapel. Now, we call it the Colleen Chapel because all of these 9 pieces of furniture came from a community in Czechoslovakia called Kolín. Now, we know from our history that Kolín, from our research, that Kolín had a long and a proud history of Jewish life. Prior to World War II, there were approximately 460 or 64 Jewish souls in Kolín. Following the war, only 44 survived. You see, as the Nazis marched through Eastern Europe, the Einsatz group in Hitler's special forces had a very specific task. And that task was, whenever they came to a community of Jews, they would gather them together and either murder them on the spot or send them off to the death camps and the ghettos in Poland. And then they would go to the synagogues. And they would take anything of value they could find before they burned them to the ground. They would take furniture, they would take tapestries, they would take silver and gold objects. And they also took the Torah scrolls, which had no intrinsic value to the Nazis. They took all these things that they stole, they shipped them to a warehouse in Prague, including the Torah scrolls. You see, it was the Nazis' dream that when the world was finally free of Jews, they would create a museum to a depraved race. And the centerpiece of that museum was to have been the Torah scrolls of the Jewish community of Czechoslovakia. Now, the furniture I was talking about, somehow, and we don't know how, we don't know why, but these 9 pieces of furniture were smuggled out of Kolín and sent to a congregation in Switzerland, where they were held for safekeeping throughout the war, so that someone after the war could claim it. But of course, no one did. Now, the scrolls. These scrolls that the Nazis took were sent to this warehouse. Many of them were desecrated beyond repair. They were numbered, they were cataloged, and they were held at the time that that museum was to be created. Well, of course, the museum wasn't created, but after the war, this warehouse was discovered with literally thousands upon thousands of Torah scrolls piled one atop the other. They were sent to the Westminster Synagogue in London, England, where they were numbered and cataloged, and then they were sent to congregations throughout the country. Now, this furniture came to Temple Emmanuel because in the mid-1980s, when we were building this chapel, Rabbi Foster, our Rabbi Emeritus, read about these 9 pieces of furniture that were then put up for sale. You see, the congregation in Switzerland that had them in safekeeping came under some difficult times, and they had to sell them. So Rabbi Foster heard about them, went to Switzerland, looked at them, bought them, brought them back to Temple Emmanuel, and reassembled them, and we built our beautiful finer, or Colleen Chapel, around them. But there were only 9 pieces of furniture. And as you know, in Jewish tradition, the number 10 means a minyan. 10 is complete. So Rabbi Foster wrote to the Westminster Synagogue in London, England, and said, by chance, do you have a Torah scroll from the community of Colleen? And they did. Sean, can we see inside the ark? Thank you. And you'll see that there are 3 scrolls. The 2 on the left, as we face, have been part of Temple Emmanuel for a long time, but the one on the right comes from Colleen. And if you look closely, let's see if we can't zoom in, you can see that there is a path woven into the beautiful tapestry that was woven for this scroll that starts in Czechoslovakia, goes to London, where this scroll was kept in the Westminster Synagogue, and then went to New York and finally to Denver, Colorado, where we have it. Now, we cannot read from this scroll. This scroll is incomplete, and yet instead of putting it in a museum, we put it in the ark because it is an essential part of the liturgical life of our community and the spiritual life of who we are. We are linked to the community of Kolim, even though so few were able to survive. And every Shabbat morning, when a child becomes a bar mitzvah or a bat mitzvah, or in this case, b'nai mitzvah, both of them, we would take this Torah scroll out of the ark, and we would pass it from generation to generation. Well, we're not at the temple. We don't have the scroll. We're in many different places. We can't physically pass the Torah, and yet we do pass it. We pass it symbolically through the ages, from grandparents to parents, and from parents to their children. And that's what we're going to do right now. So I want to invite Lynn and Joe Romano and Carol Cohn and Jim Galetka and Stephen and Sherry Cohn to come back on, as well, of course, as our parents of our B'nai Mitzvah, as well, Ali and Seth, as we symbolically pass the Sefer Torah. So Lynn and Joe, you get to go first. You need to unmute yourselves, though, or Sean. Lynn and Joe, you're muted, so I don't know if you need to unmute
I'm
yourself.
sorry.
That's better. Let's try that again. No problem.
Our hearts are one on this joyous day as you commit yourself to a life of Torah, a life we pray filled with wisdom, caring, and right action.
Beautiful. Carol and Jim?
We pray that you will grow each day in compassion for the needy, in concern for the stranger, in love of all people.
Beautiful. Stephen and Sherry?
May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rebekah, Jacob and Rachel and Leah, bless you on your becoming B'nai Mitzvah.
And Ali and Seth?
May you grow with strength and courage, with vision and sensitivity, and may you always be certain of our love. Amen.
Amen. Cantor?
We are gifts and we are blessing. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. Ledor vador nagid God lecha. Ledor vador we protect this chain from generation to generation. Ledor vador these lips will praise your name.
So I know that there may be many people who are participating in this service. I don't like the word watching because this really is not a performance. We are all celebrating together in this wonderful sacred moment. And I want, normally we would invite people up to the bima to see what a Torah scroll looks like. So I'm going to ask the Torah scroll, Sean, if you could put that up. Awesome. And you'll look and you can see this. This is what a Sefer Torah, a Torah scroll, looks like. And you'll notice several things. Number one, it is written on parchment by a scribe by hand. Number two, many of the letters are very beautifully calligraphed. There are crowns on them. This is beautifully calligraphed. And it's written by hand by a scribe. There's no vowels, there's no punctuation in a Torah scroll. There also can be no mistakes in a Torah scroll. If there's a mistake, if there's an error, then it's not kosher. So it's checked very, very carefully. It's checked by other scribes. It's also checked often by computer, because if there is a mistake, we can't read from it. We can correct it unless it's the name of God. If the name of God is misspelled, or somehow changed, we can't correct that. So that entire section, the Torah is sewn in separate sheets of parchment together. That whole section has to be set aside where it will be buried in a cemetery because it is a sacred object. Now you'll also notice that there is a silver, what we call a yad. Now our B'nai Mitzvah also have beautiful yadayim or yads, Alex and Harper, that we'll look in just a moment that they are going to be using. But we use a yad or a pointer because this is a sacred object. We don't want to touch it with our fingers. We don't want the oil from our fingers to smudge the ink. We want to treat it with reverence. So we use a pointer. Now, it is not easy to read from the Torah, and you're not allowed to read from the Torah until you are the age of bar or bat mitzvah, which is another reason why we're making such a big deal out of Alex and Harper this morning, because this is the first time of what we know will be many times that they will be reading from the Torah for the congregation. And also when we read the Torah, we don't just read it, we also bless it. There's a very special blessing, and it's what's called an aliyah, which is in Hebrew means to go up. It's both a physical as well as a spiritual ascension. So we will be calling up members of the family for the honor of blessing Torah and for the aliyah and celebrating. So we are now going to move into our very first aliyah, and we're going to call up for the honor of blessing Torah, Carol Cohen and Jim Galetka, as well as what, did I get that wrong, Cantor?
We're actually going to ask Alex to come and do a quick Torah introduction first.
Absolutely.
Then we'll get into our aliyot.
Very good. So Alex and Harper, come on up, and Alex, if you could give us the Torah introduction, go right ahead.
The Torah portion for this week is Shmini from the book of Leviticus. In this section, Aaron's two eldest sons, Nadav and Abihu, decide to bring unrequested fire offerings and are instantly punished by death. I will be reading from chapter 10, verses 1 through 11.
Now, it's interesting that this week's Torah portion actually is not Shmini, it's Shmach Lecha. But that's good. No, that's exactly. Your Torah portion is and always will be Shmini, but we had to postpone. So now we're going to get to hear it read properly because we couldn't when it was time for you guys becoming B'nai Mitzvah. So your Torah portion is for those who are watching and saying, wait a minute, that's not what we read this morning. No, it's not, because this is the Torah portion that these two incredible B'nai Mitzvah have mastered. So now, for the honor of the first aliyah, once again, I'm going to call up Carol Cohen and Jim Galetka and Stephen and Sherry Cohen.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hambara.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'tan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayihu v'nei haraon, Nadav va'avihu, ish machtav tov, vayignu v'chem esh, vayasimu alecha ketoret, vayakrivu lifnei Adonai esh zara, asher lo tziva otam, vateitzei esh milifnei Adonai, vatochalotam, vayamutu lifnei Adonai, vayomer Moshe el ha'aron, asher diber Adonai lemor, bikro vayakadesh, va'al pnei hol ha'am ekaven, vayidom Aaron.
English?
Now Aaron's sons, Nadav and Abihu, each took his fire pan, put fire in it, and laid incense on it. And they offered it before the eternal alien fire, which had not been enjoined upon them. And fire came forth from the eternal, and consumed them, unless they died at the instance of the eternal. Then Moses said to Aaron, "This is what the eternal meant by saying, through those too near me, I show myself holy, and gain glory before the people." And Aaron was silent.
Beautiful. Okay, and now Stephen and Sherry Cohen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nota b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Blow kisses to your grandchildren. Oh, they felt them. I can see. Okay. For the honor of our next Aliyah, we call Torah blessers Ali Romano and Seth Cohen.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Amvarach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Leolam Vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayikra Moshe El Mishael Ve'el El Tzafan B'nei Uziel Dod Aaron Vayomer Aleichem Kirvu Se'u et Acheichem Me'et Pnei HaKodesh El Mihutz L'Machaneh Vayikrevu Vayisa'um Betunochtam El Mihutz L'Machaneh Ka'asher diber Moshe, Vayomer Moshe el Haaron, u'el Azar, u'Itamar banav, Rashechem al tifra'u, u'vigdehem lo tifromu, velo tamutu, v'chal chuchahida yitzkof, v'achehem Kol Beit Yisrael Yivku et Hashrefa Asher Zaraf Adonai Umi Peta Ohemoen Lo Tetsu Pen Tamutu Ki Shemen Nishchat Adonai Alehem Vaya'asu Kidvar Moshe.
English.
Moses called Michel and El-Safan, sons of Uziel, the uncle of Aaron, and said to them, "Come forward and carry your kinsmen away from the front of the sanctuary to a place outside the camp." They came forward and carried them out the camp by their tunics, as Moses had ordered. And Moses said to Aaron, to his sons Eleazar and Ithamar, "Do not bury your heads, do not rend your clothes, lest you die and anger strike the whole community. But your kin, all the house of Israel, shall bewail the burning that the Eternal has wrought. And so do not go outside the entrance of the tent of meeting, lest you die, for the Eternal's appointing oil is upon you." And they did as Moses had bidden.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. So stay where you are. Miles, no, don't go anywhere. Miles, you stay there too. And I want to call up now all the grandparents and Harper to come, and Miles to come and join. All the grandparents come back.
One more.
Are we missing one set? There we go. There, Lynn and Joe. Okay. It is now my privilege and my pleasure to call Alex Henry Cohen to bless and read from the Torah for the very first time as a bar mitzvah, as a son of the commandments.
Are you ready? Here we go.
All right.
Yamod habachor habar mitzvah har el yaron ben aviva hadar veyitzchak laliyah haTorah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai Amorach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten Torah.
Amen.
Vayadaber Adonai el Haaron lemor. Yaim v'shechar al teish ata uvanecha ita. Bevo'achem, ohel mo'ein velo tamutu, hukat olam ledorotehem. Ul havdil bein hakodesh uvein hahol, uvein hatameh, uvein hatahor. Ul horod et bnei Israel, et hol hahukim, asher diber Adonai, alehem vayad Moshe.
Very nice.
Baruch atah Adonai.
Alex, 1 second, Alex. That was so awesome. Can you read the English so everyone knows what you just said?
And the Eternal One spoke to Aaron, saying, drink no wine or other intoxicant, or
A little slower.
you or your sons, when you enter the tent of meeting, that you may not die. This is a law for all time throughout the ages. For you must distinguish between the sacred and the profane, and between the impure and the pure. And you must teach the Israelites all the laws which the Eternal has imparted to them through Moses. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tohenu. Baruch atah Adonai notenan Torah.
Amen. And I know you're in a rush to get here, so here we go. Simin tov u'mazel tov and mazel tov and simin tov u'mazel tov and simin tov u'mazel tov and simin tov. Yelanu, 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 u'lecho Yisrael. Yelanu, Yelanu, u'lecho Yisrael. Yelanu, Yelanu, u'lecho Yisrael. Yelanu, Yelanu, u'lecho Yisrael. Mazel tov. Great job, Alex. Great job.
Tov. So, at this point in our service, we take a moment and we move away from our reading of the Torah. We're going to come back in just a moment for Harper, but in between, since we are at this very liminal time, this time of in-betweenness, we're going to offer this prayer, this Misha Berach, this prayer for healing on behalf of members of our congregation, our community, our families and friends, those in need. And if there is a name of someone in your hearts that you want to write down who is in need of healing, I ask that you do so. Just write it in the comments as we pray together. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. So if there's the name of someone in your life that is in need of healing, say it or write it down so all of us might ask God's healing blessings on their behalf. Bless those in need of And now it is my privilege and my pleasure to invite Harper to be front and center as you read from the Torah. And you want to tell us a little bit about your Parsha?
I will continue with Leviticus 11, verses 1
Slow
through 9.
down.
In this section of the Torah portion, you find lists of foods that are permitted for eating and foods that are forbidden to the people of Israel. In other words, which foods are kosher, meaning proper and fit, and which foods are not.
Excellent. So for the honor of blessing the Torah before Harper's first Aliyah, we call her grandparents, Lynn and Joe Romano.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed. Atoi Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher b'kabanu mikol ha'amin, v'natanu lanu et Torato, Baruch Atoi Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Harper?
Amen. Vayadaber Adonai al Moshe v'lacharo le'mor lechem. Dabru el b'nei Yisrael le'mor zo tachayo asher tochlu mikol habehema asher haaretz kol mafreset parsa veshel se'ashasa parsot malat gera babehema otav tochelu.
English now?
The Eternal One spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying to them, "Speak to the Israelite people thus. These are the animals that you may eat from among all the land animals. Any animals that has true hoofs, with clefts through the hoofs, and that chews the cud, such you may eat."
And now second blessing.
Baruch atoi Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher natalanu Torah emet, v'kei nata betukenu, Baruch atoi Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. And now you guys have to blow kisses to your granddaughter. Come on, Joe, you too. Okay, good. All right. For the next Aliyah, once again, we call for the honor of blessing Torah, Ali and Seth.
Baruch
Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Amen. Ach et zeh lo tochlu mima'alei hagera umimafrisei haparsat et agama tima'alei gera hu ufarsam einenu mafris tamehu lahen v'tashafan tima'alei gera hi ufarsam lo yafris tamehu lahen v'ha'arnevet tima'alat gera hi ufarsam lo yafrisa tameyahi lahen. The following, however, of those that either chew the cud or have true hooves, you shall not eat. The camel, although it chews the cud, has no true hoofs. It is impure for you. The daman, although it chews the cud, it has no true hoofs. It is impure for you. The hare, although it chews the cud, it has no true hoofs. It is impure for you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu, Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Oh, you can give her kisses. Hi, Miles.
Don't look
All
at
right.
me.
Well, not yet.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't
Where
go.
are you guys
Whoa,
going?
come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Because now we're calling all the grandparents. Come on back. We're going to surround our B'nai Mitzvah as Harper does her. The first time, Harper, it is now my privilege and my pleasure to call Harper, Ava, Harper, Ava. I knew I was getting that wrong. Harper, Ava, Cohen, to both bless and read from the Torah for the very first time as a bat mitzvah, as a daughter of the commandments. Chazan?
Tamod habachura bat mitzvah Sasha Chana bat Aviva Hadar veYitzchak la'aliyah haTorah.
Baruch Adonai Hambara.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach
Le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'na'ata lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vedet hachazi ki mafris parsa hu veshuv se'ashasa parsa vehu gera lo igar tamehu lahen mipsaram lo tochelu uvmilatam lo tiga'u tmeim heim lahen. Sorry, Ezeh Tohu Mikol Asher Bamayim Kol Asher Snap here. Bekas Kesed Bamayim Bayamim Uvan Chalim Otam Tohelu. And the swine, although it has true hoofs, but the hoofs cleft through, it does not chew the cud. It is impure for you. You shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their carcasses. They are impure for you. These you may eat of all that live in water, anything in water, whether in the seas or in the streams that has fins and scales. These you may eat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nata lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Here we go. Siman Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov and Siman Tov, Siman Tov u'Mazel Tov u'Mazel Tov and Siman Tov, Siman Tov u'Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov and Siman Tov. Yelanu, 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 u'lecho Yisrael. Yelanu, Yelanu, u'lecho Yisrael. Yelanu, Yelanu, u'lecho Yisrael. Yelanu, Yelanu, u'lecho Yisrael. Mazel tov.
I think one of my favorite moments has been, Harper, when you tried to kiss your brother and he said, "Oh, get away from me." But okay. We saw that. See, everything's on TV. So it is now time to move into the Haftarah section. Ooh, the Haftarah is, are you okay, Alex? Okay. The Haftarah is an additional portion of Torah, usually taken from the prophets, that is read in addition to the Torah portion. Thematically, it is connected, and it is designed to be a way to enhance the experience of reading Torah. So Harper, if you could quickly, and Alex, tell us a little bit about your Haftarah and what's going to happen next. Go ahead.
The Haftorah for this week is from 2 Samuel chapter 6 verses 1 through 5 and verses 12 through 17. In this Haftorah, King David brings the Ark of Covenant to Jerusalem to provide a religious center for the people of Israel.
The procession into Jerusalem is filled with dancing, singing, the sound of many instruments, and great rejoicing. At the end of the Haftorah, God promises David that his son Solomon will build the great temple and create lasting peace for the people of Israel. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratza v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'torah u'Moshe avdo u'Yisrael amo u'v'nvi'ei ha'amet v'tzedek. V'yosef od David et kol bachor b'Yisrael shloshim alev v'yakom v'elech David v'chol asher itov מבעלי יהודיו להעלות משם את ארון האלוהים אשר נקרא שם אדוני יתבעות יושב הכרובים עליו וירכיבו את ארון האלוהים אל עגלה חדשה וייסעו מבית אבינדב אשר בגבעה ועוזה ואחיו בני אבינדב נוהגים את עגלה חדשה וייסעו מבית אבינדב אשר בגבעה עם ארון האלוהים ואחיו חולף לפני הארון ודוד בכל בית ישראל משחקים לפני אדוני בכל עצי פרשים ובנרות ובנבלים ובתופים ובנענים וצלצלים. Once more David brought together Israel's best men, 30,000 in all. Then David and all the people with him went up from Baalei, Judah, to take up from there the ark of God, on which written the name of God of heaven's host, enthroned on the Shehurim. They put the ark of God in a new cart and took it out of the house of Avinadab on the hill. Uzzah and Achio, Avinadab's sons, drove the new cart. As they brought it out of Avinadab's house on the hill with the ark of God on it, Achio was walking in front of the ark, while David and the rest of Israel were dancing before God to the sounds of all kinds of instruments of cedar wood, harps, lyres, hand drums, rattles, and cymbals.
כי ימלאו ימיך ושכבת את אבותיך וחכימותי את זרעך אחריך אשר יצא ממאך והכינותי את ממלכתו ויבנה בית לשמין וכוננתי את כיסא ממלכתו עד עולם. אני אחיה לו לאב וכו יחיה לי לבן אשר בחבותו וכוחכתי בשבט אנשים ובנגעי בני אדם וחגדי לא יסור ממנו כאשר חסיו אותי מעם שאול אשר חסיו אותי מלפניך ונאמן ביתך וממלכתך
Adolam lefanecha, kit'acha yihye nachon. Adolam kechol hadvarim ha'eleh uchol hahazion hazeh ken diber Natan el David. For when your days are done and you sleep with the ancestors, I will appoint your child, your offspring, to succeed you and establish his kingdom. He is the one who shall build a temple for me, and I will establish his royal throne for eternity. I will be a parent to him, as he shall be a child to me, so that when he does wrong, I will punish him with the rod I apply to human beings, with the afflictions of mortals. But my steadfast love for him will never go away, as I took it away from Saul when I removed him in your favor. Your house and your kingdom shall always be secure. Your throne shall be set firm for all time. In accordance with all these words, and in accordance with this entire vision, did Nathan transmit it all to David. Baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zor kol haolamim tzadik bechol hadorot ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'oseh hamdaber u'mkayim shekol devarav emet v'tzedek al ha'torah ve'al ha'odah ve'al ha'neve'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'limnuha lechavod u'tifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim la u'marhim otav yitbarach shimcha befi kol hay tamid le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen. Yay! Yay! I'm hearing somebody beeping. That was amazing. That was fantastic. We are so proud of you. And now, Alex, I'm going to invite you to teach us some Torah. And Harper, you can step aside. Teach us some Torah about what you've learned from studying this Parsha. Can't wait to hear it.
My Devar Torah, right? Yeah, okay. For my Devar Torah, I've decided to write about consequences. I chose this topic because I feel like it connects to my life the most. My Torah portion, Shmini, begins with the strange story of Nadav and Abihu, who were punished by God because they offered up strange fire that they were not supposed to do. As a result, they were zapped by lightning, bolt from heaven. I've decided to write my Devar Torah about Nadav and Abihu's punishment because I have a bit of experience in being punished. All actions have consequences, whether they are good or bad. I think that good consequences are a very important part of life. They tell us that something is good and that we should repeat that action. For instance, if I get a good grade in school, I might get a special dessert or more screen time as a reward. Or, if I'm nice to my siblings, I might get to stay up later. On the other hand, if my parents don't want me to repeat a particular action, I will lose privileges. For example, sometimes my parents take away my phone or the Xbox as punishment. I think that consequences are very important because without them, we wouldn't learn. The reason that I say this is because if we never lose privileges, then we will just keep repeating the same mistakes and we will never learn. Over the years, I have learned this lesson, sometimes the hard way. If I haven't gotten in trouble for jaywalking across a busy street on my bike when I was little, then today I might think it's okay to just ride my bike across the middle of Colorado or Colfax. Or if I hadn't gotten in trouble for spending money on a video game without my parents' permission, then I might not have learned the importance of being honest and the importance of saving my money rather than spending it on anything. Then there was the time when me and my sister, Harper, abused social media, and as a result, we lost our access to it for 2 months. My Torah portion has taught me to slow down and think about my actions and ask myself whether they will have a good or bad consequences. Nadav and Abihu's story relates directly to consequences because they performed a bad action which resulted in a bad consequence. Nadav and Abihu's motivations can be interpreted in many different ways, but I think they were trying to show off. It wasn't clear exactly to whom they were showing off, but regardless of their motivation, the consequences were tragic for them. They ended up getting burned up by a strange fire by God. An important Jewish value that I have learned by studying my Torah portion is kavod, showing respect or honoring others.
I interpret my Torah portion as the teaching that Nadav and Abihu, by offering strange fire, did not show the proper respect, and as a result were punished. Becoming a bar mitzvah is an important milestone in my life. Passing that milestone has made me think about how, as I get older, my decisions will have greater consequences. This has made me think about the importance of making good decisions. Celebrating our B'nai Mitzvah on Zoom certainly isn't what I had expected, and the world has given me two choices: embrace it or let it define who I am. And as we all navigate through this crazy new lifestyle in quarantine, I would like to ask everyone to make responsible choices, which means being a good member of your community and thinking before you do something. I would like to thank my parents for motivating me to stay focused on either my schoolwork or studying for our B'nai Mitzvah. I would also like to thank them for making sure that my brain doesn't turn into mush. I would like to thank my brother for his endless energy and giving me someone to play with. I would like to thank my sister for comparing answers with me for school and for sharing this experience with me. I would like to thank Rabbi Black for helping me prepare for this day and for helping me write my Devar Torah. Cantor Sachs for helping me learn all the prayers, and Hagi for helping me learn everything from my Torah portion to my Haftorah and all the prayers. I couldn't have done this without any of you all. Finally, I would like to thank everyone who turned up to watch our B'nai Mitzvah on Zoom. I will now conclude with a prayer of thanks. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehahianu v'kiyimanu v'hegiyanu lazman hazeh. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and enabling us to reach this season. Amen.
Amen. Oh, that was wonderful. Okay, this time I'm going to invite Harper to come on up and teach us some Torah.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Thank you everyone for tuning in today to support me. In this crazy and uncertain time where our worlds are being flipped upside down, I thank you all for taking this time to support me. My Torah portion is called Shmini. My Devar Torah is about the first section in the Parashat, which is about Aaron's sons, Nadav and Abihu. In this section, Nadav and Abihu brought a foreign fire into the sanctuary without consulting Aaron and Moses and without permission from God. As a result, they were both consumed in flame, which is ironic considering that's what got them in all that trouble in the first place. I chose to write about this section because I think there's an important underlying message. While Nadav and Abihu did go against God and Moses, I don't think that their intentions were necessarily bad. They were, as the Torah commentary stated, deeply moved by the beauty and meaning of the ritual sacrifices offered by Aaron and Moses. In their enthusiasm and joy, they lost their heads and entered the Holy of Holies to burn incense, something they had not been commanded to do by Moses. This shows that they had good intentions, but they didn't think it through enough, and in this end, the results weren't anything close to what they had intended. That's what I want to talk about today. Intentions. There have been many times where I have had good intentions, but it didn't turn out very well. For example, when I wanted to practice my cursive but ended up ruining my mom's desk by carving letters on it. Or when I wanted to make a video about my friend but ended up hurting her feelings by calling her a name. During this time of the pandemic, there are real life consequences we're all struggling with. For example, we all very much wanted to celebrate this event all together, in person, with family and friends. Our intention for doing this would have been good, but if we had done this, there could have been tragic results. If people traveled, they could have gotten sick. If someone was infected, we all could have been exposed. And so, despite our desire to be together, my family made the difficult choice to practice social distancing and celebrate our B'nai Mitzvah online. Nadav and Abihu did not make the correct or responsible choice. As a result, they were set ablaze and consumed by a fire from God. The Jewish value, Ushmartem et nafshotechem, means, and you shall protect your health. This value explains that we all have an obligation to protect our own health and the health of others. If we had physically come together today, despite our good intentions, our celebration could have had devastating consequences, therefore violating this value. Even with good intentions, our health and safety are the most important thing. Right now, it is especially important to live by this Jewish value. We are all making sacrifices to protect the health of ourselves and the health of our communities. One thing I've done to uphold this value is instead of celebrating my B'nai Mitzvah in the chapel, me and my family decided to celebrate it virtually. By making this decision, I'm giving up all my friends and family around me on this special day. Instead of celebrating with everyone at temple, I'm doing it at my dining room table. Even as the pandemic slows, cases go down and states start to reopen, the threat of the virus is still very much at large. It could get worse any time, which is why I'm going to continue to do my part to stop the spread. I'm going to continue to wear a mask, wash my hands regularly, and social distance from other people. While we all want things to return to normal, it is still important to be careful. If we stop taking precautions now, there could be disastrous consequences in our future. So please continue to abide by the rules and don't go against your better judgment, even with good intentions. I would like to thank everyone who helped me get here today. Mom, thank you for planning this whole event and being so supportive yet firm when it came to studying. I love you so much and I can't thank you enough for making sure this whole thing happened, even if half of it's going to be in 2021. Also, thank you for getting us Roman, our wonderful Aussie doodle. Dad, thank you for taking so much time to help me prepare for this day. I cherish every moment we spend together, from me bugging you while you work, to watching TV way later than Mom would ever approve of. Miles, thank you for always keeping a smile on my face. You bring me down to earth and remind me of the things that matter. Alex, I'm so happy to be sharing this day with you. I know you'll hate it when I say this, but you're the best twin brother and roommate I could ask for. Cantor Sachs, thank you for making this study process much more enjoyable and keeping the tensions low between me and Alex. I look up to you a lot, and I'm super happy that you were chosen to be my Cantor. Rabbi Black, thank you for all the enlightening conversations we had during meetings. Thanks to you, writing my Devar Torah was one of the most enjoyable parts of this experience. I look forward to learning more from you in the future. Thank you to my tutor, Huggy, for making sure I could actually do the service today. Thanks for all your help. I also want to thank all my family and friends who supported me during this rough and crazy time. I love you all more than you know. I will now conclude with a prayer of thanks. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehachianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this season. Amen.
Amen. Wow. What a beautiful, beautiful moment. I'm going to invite Alex to come back onto the screen as well and say, first of all, both of you guys, deep breath for a sec. Whew. We worked really, really hard. You worked really hard to get to this moment where you can sit and smile at the camera for everybody to see and enjoy the fact that all of your hard work has really paid off and that you have made everyone extraordinarily proud, not only by your tremendous preparation, but also your patience and your perseverance that have led you both to this day. I am going to present to you some gifts from our congregation and then say just a couple of nice things. I might have a few nice things to say about each of you. Harper, can you relax for 1 sec? No worries about the paper. Just relax. Look at me. Let's smile. Okay? Okay, there we go. So, when we come back into our building, we are going to give you a bar and bat mitzvah certificate to remind each of you of this day and of everything that brought you up until this day. And on that certificate, which you've seen at other B'nai Mitzvah ceremonies before this, it has not only your names, both in English and in Hebrew, and the date on which you became B'nai Mitzvah and your Torah portion that you read for us today, but it also has a paragraph that talks about what are some of the values and responsibilities that we associate with becoming B'nai Mitzvah, bar or bat mitzvah. And so what I hope is that each of you will keep this certificate as a beautiful memory, not only of a job extraordinarily well done, but also a memory of the community that is always here to surround you. And I cannot think of a more important time to remember that our community is here in times of great celebration and in times of great uncertainty and difficulty, and sometimes when those two kinds of times must intersect. Right? When we must go on and celebrate, even though we are still a little bit scared and a little bit uncertain about what is going to happen, which both of you spoke beautifully about in your Divrei Torah. So that's your bar bat mitzvah certificate. We also have financial gift toward travel to Israel for both of you. And we hope that you will do that with us or independently on a different program. We have planted a tree in Israel to celebrate, I know, shocking, each of your B'nai Mitzvah. And we have gifts from our brotherhood and sisterhood for each of you, a Kiddush cup and a mezuzah. You each get both of those things, so that you can always have a Jewish home wherever you are. And we have a bag full of fun goodies from our Temple youth group, so that you remember that Temple is fun. It's true. And last but not least, we have a book from the clergy that is signed. Each of you gets a special Torah commentary for teens called Text Messages. And we've each written a note inside that book talking about how wonderful it has been to work with you toward becoming B'nai Mitzvah. Okay, very briefly, because I know a lot of people are going to say really beautiful things about each of you. It really has been a great privilege to work with each of you and both of you in this process. And I make that distinction on purpose because I really, really see how each of you are unique. You have your own special gifts. Harper, you have such a heartfelt dedication and commitment to making things as perfect and beautiful as you can absolutely make them. And I know you really try so hard. And I really, really appreciate that, how seriously you take this process. You have a beautiful voice. You sound amazing when you sing. And I really hope that you know that your spiritual commitment and your intellectual commitment to your Judaism is going to be something that can support you throughout the rest of your life. And I can't wait to do more singing with you. Alex, you have an energy and just like a dedication that is so enviable. You want to go and do and get it right and make sure that it is exciting. That is such a beautiful energy that you bring, and you are extraordinarily proficient at reading Torah. You really absorbed that quite quickly. And you even in your Haftarah had a little bit of an Israeli accent at the end from your studies with Hagit. So I really hope that you also know that this community is here to push you and keep you interested and keep you excited and give you all kinds of new ways to keep growing in your Judaism as well. I love watching the two of you interact, even when sometimes you are having a little bit of difficulty. The bond between the two of you is so clear. So Mazel Tov, you did a great job, and I cannot wait to see what we are all going to do next together. Now it is my privilege and pleasure to invite your parents to come say a few nice things to each of you as well. Allie and Seth, if you want to come on screen right now.
Can I have a seat?
Yeah, stand up.
You can have my seat, Molly. I can have your seat. Thank you, Alex. Hello, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us. Harper and Alex, that was amazing. I'm going to say a few words about both of you and about you guys together. So in journalism, you're taught that stories need to start with who, what, where, why, and when. And while this is unlike anything I've ever written, I've realized those directions still apply. Let's start with the easy one, the what, which is Harper and Alex's B'nai Mitzvah. That's the reason why we're all gathered here virtually on this beautiful summer afternoon. Now the who. Harper and Alex, I'm so incredibly proud of you. When you started your B'nai Mitzvah class last fall, you both confessed to actually enjoy it. I was pleased, but not all that surprised. You've both always had an insatiable appetite for learning and boundless curiosity. Now the where. We're sitting in our dining room, which is not where I ever imagined that we would be on this day, or even the day we planned. And yet somehow it's almost serendipitous. Your very first Jewish life cycle event, Alex's bris and Harper's baby naming, were held in our apartment in Brooklyn, which was your first home. Now your second major Jewish event, your B'nai Mitzvah, is happening from our house in Denver. Please do not think about getting married at home. While I wish we could be in the synagogue surrounded by family and friends, we've tried to make the best of it. You kept studying and preparing, and that's made us prouder than we ever thought possible. This is where I'm going to pause and say a few words about each of you. Harper, from the beginning, you've done things on your own time, and you've been a free spirit. You taught me that to parent is to listen to your child and see their needs, even if it's not what you planned. Your love of camp is one of my greatest joys. You found your happy place at CSL, and I can't wait for you to get back there. True to form, you found your own way to study for your B'nai Mitzvah, and even though I have no idea when or where you learned everything, you've done it beautifully and with spunk and confidence. We've never been more impressed than we have in the last 3 months, when you pivoted effortlessly to remote learning, got perfect grades, and took writing and dance classes online. This experience has humbled most adults, let alone kids, and you've managed to rise up and live a great life. Now we want you to get back out there and enjoy the things you love: school, dance, camp. You've worked hard, studied, and sacrificed, and we're looking forward to seeing you free once again. I love you, and I'm so proud of you. Alex, like your sister, you constantly amaze me. You've always been intense, exacting, and confident. When you find a challenge or an interest, there's no getting in your way. That could be Legos, puzzles, soccer, lacrosse, video games, and even Fortnite. You also have an unexpected soft side, like when you see babies and toddlers, and adults are always impressed by your manners and conversational skills. You're also incredibly stubborn, which can serve you very well and also drive me mad. I love that you still hold my hand. Watching you play soccer and lacrosse makes all the hours I spend driving you around worth it. When you're happy, I'm happy. This spring has been challenging for both of you. It's a relief to see you guys out there getting some elements of your life back together again. We can't wait to see what you do next. If I haven't lost anyone yet, I'll wrap this up. The when in the story is today, a high point of a difficult period. I'm so proud of both of you. L'chaim.
Make Harper's chair.
Harper and Alex, I could not be prouder of you both. I watched you work for this day for almost a year, only to then see it and everything you were looking forward to taken away from you. Despite those challenges and disappointments, you soldiered on and made your mom and me incredibly proud. This day will forever be special because of what you accomplished, because it signifies what and who you've become. I know it's easy to dwell on what we've all lost during these last few months. The challenge lies in focusing on what we learned, on how we've grown. You two have grown into young adults, and I'm incredibly fortunate to have a front row seat to the whole messy process. Alex, you are the rare kid who is simply good at everything you try. You are an amazing student and friend, athlete and brother, and the best son I or anyone could ask for. There's nothing you don't do well, and I have yet to see you shrink from a challenge in life. Drop into Corbett's couloir without hesitation while 10 adults stand around in awe? No problem. Step into a new school and onto new teams 2,000 miles away from your comfort zone like you were born here. Yet despite having all the talent in the world, you are the hardest working kid I know, never taking a day or a play off and always trying to be first, to be the best. First in your class, first to the ball, first down the hill, first to jump a 35-foot cliff into the Colorado River. Yes, you did it too. Just don't tell Mom. Since you were a toddler, you always have to finish what you start. Today, we can all see the result of that drive. I watched you, and I'm continuously reminded of what Coach Maureen once said to me and a group of parents way back in first grade. I'm going to be working for that kid one day. She saw in you at 6 years old what we all see in you today. Harper, you are the most curious, intelligent, thoughtful, kind, and caring person, not just kid, I have ever met. We are constantly bombarded with bad news these days, and it's wearying for even the most optimistic of us. But despite your endless appetite for news and information, you remain steadfastly positive and hopeful that the best of human nature will endure. Knowing that you are the future gives me hope and confidence that brighter days are ahead. You consume every ounce of information available to you, listening to and digesting more news podcasts every morning than most people listen to in a year. But you don't just listen, you absorb and process and think about ways you can make a difference. I am amazed by your intelligence and understanding of the world around you, and in awe of your capacity for kindness and warmth, despite every reason to be wary and cynical. It is that combination that truly makes you special. To this day, you still hug me when I walk in the door every night. I may be tired or grumpy or exasperated, but you're always there, and I love you for it. Please don't ever stop. To you both, it struck me this week as I was thinking about what I wanted to say to you today, that persevering through adversity is encoded in your DNA. Jews have always persevered, performing bar bat mitzvahs and celebrating as a community through good times and a fair amount of bad, and you are now part of that tradition. In fact, you are now connected to history in ways that would not have seemed possible before the madness of the last few months. By performing this ceremony today and becoming Jewish adults, you are inextricably linked almost 6,000 years of that history. That will be with you forever. I know you are both disappointed that you are not able to celebrate with your friends and family today, and I am certainly disappointed for you, but you have embraced this day in ways I'm sure you not even thought possible. That is something you should always be proud of. I know I am. I love you both more than I can possibly express, and I am proud, always so, but particularly on this day, to be your dad. Thank you for bringing so much love, joy, happiness, craziness, and fun to my life. I love you both.
That was beautiful. Just beautiful. So, all right, Alex, I want you to sit down next to your sister now. Really quickly. And I want to say a couple of words to you both now as well. A lot has been said, and I'm not going to speak long, but I do want to take just a couple of minutes as one of your rabbis to share a few thoughts with you. First of all, as we said earlier, this Torah portion that we read the Shabbat is not the Torah portion for this week. It comes from much earlier. It's Parashat Shmini, and as I shared with you, when we first sat down to talk about it, Shmini was the very first Torah portion that I, as a rabbinical student, that I, as a rabbinical student, wrote about. I gave my first year sermon, actually my senior sermon, at the Hebrew Union College in Cincinnati, Ohio, on this Torah portion. So I have a special affinity for it, and I'm so glad that we could share that together. And one of the things that happens in this Torah portion is that we hear over and over again Aaron's sons, Nadav and Abihu, Nadav and Abihu, Nadav and Abihu, over and over again. You don't know about Nadav, you don't know about Abihu, you just hear the two of them kind of smushed together. And I don't know what it's like to be a twin, but I can imagine that there's a lot of time when you hear Harper and Alex and Harper kind of is sort of this one unit. Well, as we know very, very well, you two are a unit, but you are also remarkable individuals with all the strengths that everyone has said. From Harper, your absolute emotional intensity. You are someone who feels things so strongly. And Alex, you have another type of intensity, and that you always have to be right. And we see that all the time. And yeah, you don't hit your brother. It's not nice, Harper. But besides that, as individuals and as a unit, you truly give me joy as you give everybody joy, because we see not only are you competitive with each other, which you are, but you also care deeply. You know when things are important. You know when things matter. And you give everything to those things in your life that are truly important, like this moment here. The rabbis asked the question, why did Nadav and Abihu do what they did? What was it that drove them? Were they showing off? Were they impatient? Were they so overwhelmed by the experience that they had no way to control themselves? Perhaps a little bit of both. And I see all three of those things in the two of you. Yeah, you guys like to show off, especially in front of each other, but that's good because that pushes you to do better. You also feel things so deeply, as did Nadav and Abihu, and sometimes you're impatient, which is a good thing. Sometimes, and sometimes not, as your mom and your dad said. I just want to tell you from my perspective, I look at the two of you, as your dad said so beautifully, and feel so good about the future because of your integrity and your intensity as individuals, and yes, as a unit, as womb mates, as you said so beautifully, Harper. So I want to call your mom and your dad back to join you. And Cantor, come on back too. And we're going to ask God's blessing upon you now in words of Torah from which you chanted and taught us so beautifully just a few moments ago. Chazan?
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God watch over you and may God bless you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
May God's presence enlighten you. May you shine with God's light and with God's grace.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom. Shalom.
May God's countenance, may God's presence, may God's face be lifted up to you, and may you see the face of God in every person you meet, even when you look at each other. May you see God's presence, may you see the holiness that we all see in you, and that we celebrate this day, and we give thanks for. And may you know, and may you live, and may you teach shalom, completeness, wholeness, fulfillment, and peace. And let's all say, Amen.
So give each other one more hug. Very
Come on,
nice.
you can do it, Alex.
Doesn't matter what your hair looks like anymore.
Good, you're good.
And now it is time to conclude our service. We are going to move forward with a brief prayer that brings about the conclusion. So with Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishbechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Let me now take a moment to recognize and appreciate those who are not with us today, those of our loved ones whom death has taken from us. Well, this weekend is a very special weekend. It is, of course, tomorrow is Father's Day, and we're also commemorating Gay Pride this month, and it's also a time of when we, right after Juneteenth, when we are aware of many martyrs in our country, in our nation, in our personal lives, people who were once with us who are no longer here, and so we remember them. We remember them with love. They are in our hearts as together we recite these words of the mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabba, bi'alma divra chir'utei, v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon, uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, b'gala v'zman kariv imru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach, la'alam u'lalmei almaya, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשא בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיא וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו Amen. And may the source of peace, who makes peace in places far beyond our knowing, send peace to all who mourn, and comfort all the bereaved here among us or wherever they may be. And let us all say, Amen. So let's bring everybody back, all the grandparents, so we can all celebrate together. And, we finally, there's the dog. There we go. And we want to, Miles, get in so we can see you. Scooch next closer to your sister. There you go. There you go. So we want to ask God's blessing on this amazing family, on all who love them, those who are near, those who are far, as we, on this Shabbat of celebration, we give thanks and we ask God's blessing. Bruchim hayinu bevoenu, bruchim nihiyeh b'tzeitenu. Blessed were we as we came here, and we came here from many different places, both physically and virtually. And blessed may we be, bruchim nihiyeh b'tzeitenu, and blessed may we be as we go forth for this time and always. God, we give thanks for moments that allow us to put things into perspective, even if they didn't go exactly as we wanted them to. We still find your presence in the opportunity to share tradition, to talk about what's truly most important in our lives. And let us all say Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
And we are going to close with our closing song, which is Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah. Let us sing a song of joy in celebration to God on this beautiful Shabbat for this beautiful family. Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah, Shir Hallelujah. 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 Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah. Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah. Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah, Shir Hallelujah. Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah, Shir Hallelujah.
Shabbat Shalom and Mazel Tov.
Myself and her.
Congratulations
Love
to
you.
everybody.
Thank you, Shabbat. Thanks for coming.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Love you. Love you, kids. Great job. Oh my gosh, great job. Amazing.
Thank you.
Seth and Allie, your presentations,
Your
Well,
accent, your
I'm
accent,
totally verklempt.
your accent is amazing. All of you guys.